You guys know what that music means. It is time to get started. So, welcome to the DCS lower division. I believe one of the last games of week 2, if not the last. We have White to the 9 against To the Promised Land. On the blue side, we will have game 1, White to the 9. And on purple side, we will have To the Promised Land. Bans coming fast and furious, so let's get going. We have Ari and Katarina being banned out from White to the 9 here. Very targeted mid lane early. Meanwhile, on the side of To the Promised Land, we will have Maokai and Vi being banned, and White to the 9 taking their time with the last ban, and it will be the Rek'Sai. So not wanting that, and not wanting it to go over either. Graves, the final ban here from Promised Land, and that allows the first pick, Caitlyn, going over to White to the 9. Such a strong AD carry right now. It's really hard to argue with that being the first pickup. So we'll have to see what they go to enter with it, and it could be the Kalista response here from Promised Land. Definitely the strongest AD carry, arguably, right now. Everyone has their favorites. We've seen Jinx be played a few times lately. We've seen a little bit of Graves, but Kalista really, once you get going, is one of the most unstoppable forces in the game right now. So it will be Kalista being locked in, countering the AD carry pick immediately. And this Nasus hover has stayed for quite a while. They might actually be looking at this. We take down to about 5 seconds. Running Ghost Teleport if he does go with this Nasus. And it will be the dog. So expect the split push. Pretty simple. We see a bit of a troll over here from White to the 9 to start with the Twitch, and going from Gangplank to Galio. Don't think that helps the trolling any, but they do have time. We'll have to see what comp they go for here. And while they're kind of deciding what to go with, for White to the 9, this is their second series. They are 2-0, so 1-0, overall. They need a 2-0 here to keep up with Lads 5 in their group, who is now 4-0 in DCS. Meanwhile, this is Promised Land's first series, so it's our first time to see them here this season. We see the Lissandra being locked in. I'm going to assume that is a top lane Lissandra, and the Amumu for Janna. Yeah, free sushi. Free sushi for all watching. Wait. No. Bad. What? Damn it, Koi. But I'm assuming that Amumu is going to go over to Janna. I play Janna in the jungle. And we'll have to see what they counter with here. So, most likely that's going to be a top lane Lissandra. I don't think Wolfram Alpha really plays it that much. And we see a Sejuani hover. Been proven to be a very strong jungler over in EU, run very effectively by Diamond Prox. So we'll have to see what the hover is that is. The clock is ticking down. They're looking for a support and an AD carry, and it looks like it will be the Sejuani and the Janna here for Promised Land. A lot of they're building a team that can kind of 4-man while Nasus just stays up top for the entire game. So, because we have the Sejuani engage, we have the Janna disengage, and you have Kalista hopping around like an annoying AD carry. Let's see what White to the 9 tries to play into this. We are looking for a support for Too Bad Too Sad, and I'm assuming a mid laner for Wolfram Alpha at this point. Unless he's added Lissandra to his champion pool in the last week, I don't think he's going to play that. But his Ari got banned, but his LeBlanc is up. So is the Hecarim that he played to mild success in Game 2 of last week's series. So the Braum hover right now, it would be good. Amumu can become tanky. The Amumu top? Nah, that's an Amumu jungle. We do see the LeBlanc being locked in as well. Called it. And the Braum. So there's your massive tank. There's your helping engage as well. You have 3 different ways to engage this here, as Amumu can get in with the Curse of the Sad Mummy. You have the Lissandra ult as well as the Braum ultimate. And now we just wait for a mid laner from Promised Land. Orianna is the hover now. Even more engage there with the shockwave if he can land a decent one. And Syndra now being the hover. Again, land a stun there. But you can also help blow someone up. That could be a very explosive mid lane if that is the case. We will just have to see the 15 seconds ticking down. Just a little bit now. Mid lane Ez now being the hover here. I wouldn't be too sure. I think I would go with maybe the Syndra or the Ori. But if time ticks down, it will indeed be the mid lane Ez for Pocket Aces. So, definitely a team. Nasus is just probably going to want to, AFK, PvE the entire game. Get up his stacks and just start wrecking turrets. Go pretty much full Zion Spartan here this game. Meanwhile, a lot of engage, a lot of tools to deal with this Kalista Ez from white to the 9. You have LeBlanc that can flank around and blow one of them up. You have a Mumu that can get in there with the bandage toss. Curse of the Sad Mummy could be huge, getting Caitlyn in range and getting Lissandra in range. So, as we tick down before the 3-man spectator delay, music will go off so that it's not playing 5 minutes into the game. And luckily I don't play Paramore, so the VOD should be up. That's just now going to become a joke for the entire, split. And as we get into the spectator delay, we will set up the team profiles. First up, it will be white to the 9, 2-0 on the season in the top lane. Mr. Tibbins on the Lissandra. In the jungle, I play Janna on the Mumu. Wolfran Alpha in mid on the LeBlanc. Kirby Dude 852 on the Caitlyn at 80 carry. And Too Bad, Too Sad on the Braum support. And actually, I did that in under 30 seconds. Awkward few seconds here for Promised Land's team profile to come up. And here we go. As you know, as I said before, it is their first game of the season in the top lane. It is MSK on the Nasus. G-Dog 95 on the Sejuani in the jungle. Pocket Aces on the Ezreal in the mid lane. Rafi 0987 on the Kalista at 80 carry. And Free Sushi on the support Janna. Something interesting to note before we get into game, Pocket Aces is actually running the Cleanse Flash on his mid lane Ez. So is definitely going to be looking to use that. There is a lot of engage. That Cleanse could be very useful come team fights. If Lissandra tries to go for him, white to the 9 might have to play around it a little bit. So, and right before we get into game, I will go ahead and do this. Most of you by now have been in my channel, so you know how this works. We will have white X9 on the blue side, so they are option 1, and we have There we go. I'm apologizing, guys. I don't know how long my microphone was unplugged there. Whoopsie. Hopefully that should not happen again. But I hope you're ready for some late night league, guys, because we're going to be going past Sunday, so. God, I hope that didn't unplug too long ago and my couple of my jokes got missed. That would be quite depressing. Not that anyone laughs at them anyway. As you see, I am at least just waiting on MSK to load on in, and then we can get into game. So, again, just a quick run through. I might get this done in time. On the blue side is White to the 9. Mr. Tibbins on the Lissandra in the top lane. I play Janna on the Amumu in the jungle. Wolfran Alpha on the LeBlanc in mid. Kirby Dude on the Caitlyn at AD carry. And Too Bad, Too Sad on the Braum support. And over on purple side, it is Promised Land. MSK on the top lane Nasus. G-Dog on the jungle Sejuani. Pocket Aces in the mid lane Ez. Rafi on the AD carry Kalista. And Free Sushi on the Janna at support. Wow, I actually beat MSK loading in on my screen with that. That shouldn't have happened. But here we go. Everyone's at 100%, so hopefully, maybe we don't have to wait more than a couple more seconds. But I guess those of you in chat, let me know, what composition do you like better? I know you kind of say that with how you bet, but I'm quite curious. What composition do you believe is the better composition at this point in the game, at this point in time, before we've really seen any gameplay? So, as now we load in, I'm going to move chat so that no one gets the pleasure of seeing it. If I can't see it, no one can. And no one gets immediate caster's favorite, guys, because no one loaded in order. I am disappointed. But we will be getting into game. Again, for those of you that either don't know how DCS works or have never seen a game before, it is a best of 2 series. We do it OGN style. No matter what you say, it will always be OGN. Always OGN. LCK death. And the winner, if you go 2-0, will receive some amount of points. Yeah, free sushi on Janna. If you kill Janna, wouldn't that make more sense on Nami, though? Wolfram Alpha going a little deep there with his... did he start distortion? I guess that means. Yeah. Did indeed start the distortion. But we'll have to see if that affects him in any way. As he goes back to base, and I don't know if he actually picked up an extra biscuit. Maybe. But I kind of like that he's running 2109. I do think it's a decent start here. But we'll just have to see what he goes for. This is a 3-man grouping from Promised Land, but I don't think they're going to do anything about it. I am bad. I didn't put the image up. My apologies, guys. Let's be real. Daniel, you are quite correct. Y'all were in order last night, and it made me quite happy. But it doesn't look like anything tricky here to start. I mean the good OGN where it was best of 2. Get out of here. The good OGN before Riot took over. Riot, please. Why you must ruin my fun. But again, standard lanes here, nothing funny after that little bit of an engage from Wolfran on the LeBlanc. Just kind of standard lanes. Jungler got a little bit of help with the first camp, but nothing too fun. And we will see, I don't know, I do agree. I think that White to the 9 did get the better composition here. They have so many. It is standard start. Okay. I played like 4 games of LeBlanc. Don't judge my lack of knowledge on how to start LeBlanc correctly. But we do see Caitlyn being Caitlyn, pushing this lane up to the turret already. They did get the early level 2 advantage. I welcome the spam. Bring it on. Bring it on. Daniel, you ban and I unadmin you. Koi, by in order, I mean the top lane was in first slot, and so LCS style, so on and so forth. But Daniel, you ban anybody, and I unmod you. Think very carefully about the consequences here. But we will see. The lanes are, except for mid lane, pushing in favor of white to the 9 here with the CS lead to boot. And, you know, Caitlyn and Braum just being Caitlyn and Braum. We will see. Looks like the junglers, no one's really going for the early, you know, level 2 or 3 gank. It looks like there's both. Amumu might actually, he's looking topside here. Sejuani is there. But not in time. There's going to be the banish toss going to land. This should be first blood. I would imagine first blood going over to Lissandra. Mr. Tibbins picking up the kill. Nice gank there by I Played Janna getting the kill. And a good start for white to the 9 early on in the game. A kill and the CS lead for Lissandra. Let's see what they do for it. Pause coming out, please. Why pause? Why must you make me talk? Daniel, I question your sanity sometimes. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just kidding. Actually, can I? That would be kind of funny. But nah, I'm not gonna do it. I was just thinking of that'd be cruel and unusual punishment. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Oh baby, it's a triple. Nah. Oh baby. So Johnny is coming down to start the game. Gets in on Braum as Braum is going to ward. Tornado doesn't quite hit. They do get the stun onto Sejuani. Braum does get the unbreakable out. Caitlyn now in trouble, using the 90 cover net, trying to get away. The Rend will not quite be enough. Will Braum fall? Flash for the Janna to get the last auto. And that was quite a nice play there. Getting everything really. Getting the heal and Braum's flash. So good gank there from the Sejuani. Getting the kill. Unfortunately, it went over onto Janna. But oh god, it's still paused? Guys, why? And we do see the actual pause screen coming up now. Kind of going to look at where we're at. Lissandra going back to... Oh, wow. Okay, I'm pulling chat up, I guess, so we can see. Oh, God. Welp. Overheated. Rip. Rip game. Supports computer overheated. GG. So we could be here for a while, guys. If I run out of things to talk about, I will put the pause screen up for a minute and play some music just until the game gets back to starting. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a chance to look at it while we're here. We do see the Forbidden Idol and the Amplifying Tome coming out of the Lissandra with that first blood gold. We see Amumu having the boots. That's really the only difference between him and Sejuani at the moment. The mid laners I don't think have even gone back, but Ezreal with the 9 CS lead is pulling ahead a little bit in that lane. Oh, it was an E? Yeah, whatever. I'm bad at this, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, okay. I was going to say, his E doesn't do damage. The rage... No, he didn't rage quit. In chat, they said overheated, so this probably will... take a while, but... So, unfortunately, guys, because I do believe this is going to take a while, I am going to just do this for just a little bit. As soon as we get back in the game, guys, I promise you we will be back in the game. So I will see you guys shortly. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start this back up because he did just reconnect, so we'll have to see if we should be getting back in shortly. Well, except, we should, but bathroom breaks are apparently more important than DCS. So, to bet if you... Here, I'm just going to copy... God, Daniel's spam. Alright. Alright guys, and after a little bit of fun with chat, I let y'all see that because it was kind of entertaining. But we should be getting back into pause, so let me just do this to make everyone feel better. Because everyone bet for white to the 9, so I don't want that to... There we go. I don't want y'all to... Oh, wait, did you get it in time? You might have gotten it in time, fruit. I don't know. I feel so bad if you didn't. But there's always game 2. I really do apologize if you didn't get that in time. I honestly will. I honestly feel really, really bad if. Oh, I wasn't sure anyone else was gonna bet. Damn it, that's my fault. Rip. But as we see, get back into the game. John is, or nah, never mind. Lissandra's fine. Token, Jay, it's already closed. Rip. Rip everyone. No. There will be another option in game 2, so do stick around. It will be a lot of fun, hopefully. This first game, Kirby is getting a nice bit of a lead here in this lane. Braum has helped out with about 8 of those, but still a 13 CS lead. And kind of the same 11 or 9 CS for Lissandra here. Fran having a little bit better luck after Ez going back. He does have his tier, so we'll have to see how long so he is going blue build, kind of expected, but we do see a recurve bow as well from Callista, so going for that. God damn it! Wow, guys, I'm bad. I'm bad at this game. Oh god damn it! Why can I not think of the name? Yes. I know you're going to see that a lot later than I meant to. Oh, man. Someone go ahead and get, BM me for not remembering the name of what recurve bow is going to build into. But, meanwhile, we do see the ward fights coming out of both teams here. The Q's going to land, but onto Janna. Not really the best person for it to land on, but they do back away. They do get the ward down for it, and in comes a Mumu. They know he wasn't warded there, but I think he might have been seen by the Sentinels, so we'll just have to see if he's able to actually get anything. It doesn't look like it. Braum is actually getting jumped on a little bit. Mumu is here. The Sentinels should see him if he tries to come in now, though. Callista gets stunned up, but falls to the Rend. Kill number 1 for Callista. Bandage Toss does land on Janna. There's a LeBlanc coming in as well. There was the Janna ult. Oh, the stun. It didn't quite hit enough. There's the Callista. Fate's Call will It's called did save Janna there. Camera's switching mainly because if it focuses on Callista, every time she jumps around, it will refocus. I just use directed cam because it gets really spotty, and I have time shift controls on my arrow keys, so it makes it really hard to control camera. But yeah, Runin's Hurricane. There we go. Thank you. Thank you all. I'm bad. Please don't hate me. But we do see the tornado will be enough for Janna to take the pink ward with. Amumu is going to take his blue buff. It's not going to go over to LeBlanc. So jumping straight onto Ez though, the second ethereal chain didn't quite hit. And that will be enough for Ez to get out of that safely. We do see the Fiendish Codex for LeBlanc. I am bad right now. There's the Hurricane finished up from Callisto. We have to the BF sword of Caitlyn. Sandra going for the Morellonomicon. I don't honestly know how that bandage toss hit. It was like edge of hitbox, but pretty slow early game. Even gold. The extra kill for Promised Land here, but Lissandra is maintaining the 10 gold lead. There is the Braum ultimate that gets stunned up by the Sejuani ultimate too, and this is a 4v2. They need to be careful. Heal is burned. There's a lot of stacks on the Caitlyn. If this Rin goes through, it could hurt quite a bit. There comes Amumu trying to look for the ultimate, maybe. Wow, there's a Lissandra here all of a sudden. That is a double kill for Lissandra. There's the ultimate. It's going to save Caitlyn. Pillar Peacemaker isn't quite enough, and triple kill for the Lissandra. Now Janna's in trouble. There's the ace in the hole coming out. It is enough. Kill for the Caitlyn. 4 for 1 there in that fight. 4 white to the 9 as I Play Janna sacrificed his life, but a great teleport coming in from the Lissandra. I'm assuming he TP'd into that. I'm not for sure. I thought he TP'd in on that. But that will be Dragon over to... Oh, nope. Ez not quite able to get the steal. Almost takes down Braum, but not quite enough. Dragon number 1 over to white to the 9. And they now open up the 2k gold lead. Obviously, Lissandra has to feel pretty confident right now with the 4 kills. Definitely looking to make an impact here. We'll have to see what item Tibbins decides to go for on it. He has 1,500 gold on him right now. Meanwhile, the Sightstone coming out for both supports, so both of them going to be looking to get vision control. Both of them are already on the sweepers as well. Look at that. Lissandra just doing what she wants right now in this top lane. Pushing Nasus around. But I'm just gonna, it's gonna be kind of spotty for a second. I apologize. Okay. I wanted to see what y'all are seeing because I'm a minute ahead, so apologies for that. But we do see Morellonomicon for LeBlanc as well now. Lissandra not backing yet. We'll just have to see. Oh, Nasus is in trouble. There's the Curse of the Sad Mummy and the Lissandra ult. The double CC. They're actually taking very low. There's the... Wow, it wasn't quite enough, but shutdown going over to Sejuani. Amumu not able to finish it. That was a great true shot barrage from Ezreal to really help turn that. Amumu's in trouble. LeBlanc's here, though, as well. Let's see. We're jumping onto Sejuani. Can Sejuani survive? It looks like she will. Meanwhile, I Play Janna is going to fall, and Wolfram Alpha needs to be careful. Ezreal was going after the correct one. So does he continue to chase? Does he get this? Meanwhile, we go to Callista jumping around. Woohoo. Best camera decision ever. This is the worst thing about directed camera with Callista. The eyes. Warning, guys. Anytime directed camera focuses on Callista, be careful. Wolfram Alpha did get out of that safely, but he is still in lane. Ezreal can still hurt him pretty badly if we can jump on him, but actually Wolfram Alpha trying to change it, he didn't quite get the stun from the ethereal chains, it looks like. So, but gold is now evened up again after the bit of a lead there for white to the 9. And that was really an unfortunate fight in top lane that started this, because Lissandra was really far ahead of that lane. So Ezreal is very low and has to be careful. But so, wow, LeBlanc probably was close to single-digit health at that point. Yeah, they used the CC at the same time in that top lane, and that really was unfortunate for them. Wow, Nass is doing a lot of damage returning back. Let's just kind of take a look at 15 minutes. He has, what's that, 21 stacks on the Siphoning Strike, so 210 bonus damage. Unless that's 210 stacks, I don't know. He's doing 210 bonus damage with it. So, I don't know how Nass's stacks work. I don't know how much in this game works. God, I'm bad. Why do you let me cast these games, guys? But Caitlyn's still holding a minion lead in this bottom lane, even though Kallista's really been seeming to push. Both junglers are here. Both of them are unspotted. We'll have to see how this goes. Q doesn't quite land. Kallista's gonna look to do some damage. One to Braum. The wave is a little too far push to try this though. Sejuani might be coming in first. Here comes the Sejuani. There's the Sejuani ultimate, but here comes a Mumu. 2-man Amumu ult. There's the Braum ultimate as well, but it really doesn't do anything. Lissandra is in here though. Coming in, the ult onto Kallista. Kallista goes down. Janna very low, is in trouble. Double kill for the Lissandra. Ezreal tried to run over here, but he is such low health. Nass is TP'd into mid lane. It looked like gets stunned up by the ethereal chain. Braum could be in trouble. Ace in the hole. Does get blocked out by Sejuani, but this should be turret. Flash in from Lissandra going after the Ezreal, but it won't be enough. Ezreal forced to flash away, but this still should be the turret here. The minion wave is going to run out, but I think it will be enough. Turret number 1 going over to white to the 9. Nass is giving Wolfran Alpha some trouble here in that mid lane, but otherwise he will stay safe. But let's see, we do see the Magus, gosh, names are hard. I've been up too long today. Enchant for the Amumu. Meanwhile, it is, I believe, the Juggernaut for the Sejuani. Oh, Koi. I'm not going to give you free green fix, but thank you for the compliment. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Koi. I try for y'all. I don't do anything but sit here and talk into a microphone and watch League of Legends and act like I know something about the game. But we do see Ezreal has the Manamune. He has it almost halfway stacked. He needs about 20 more stacks on that before it's halfway. And both junglers kind of forming at the same rate. I imagine Amumu has a decent bit of gold on him. Yeah, about 1,500 that he hadn't gone to spend yet. Braum trying to hold this mid lane, but he isn't having much luck here. He does try to get the stun onto Ezreal. He needs one more auto. Ezreal's just fast enough. That might have been the funniest thing ever. Oh, why? Why, Kallista? Directed cam, please. But we do see Dragon is back up. White to the 9 did take Dragon number 1 after that fight down in bot lane. We'll have to see. Promised Land is already there. Ezreal could be in a little bit of trouble there. There's the ultimate. There's the Braum ultimate as well, and he is dead. Kill over to Mr. Tibbins on the killing spree now, 7-1-0. Dragon was started by Promised Land, but they really can't afford to try that with Ezreal down. Kallista is still up, but they are clearing wards out. The tornado just barely hitting Caitlyn there. And Braum just holding this mid lane. Neither team has looked to start Dragon again though, but this should be time for Nasus to get that. Oh, Janna almost going down to the combo from LeBlanc there, just barely stays alive. Lissandra does get up in time to protect the tower, but we'll just have to see what they decide to go for here. Dragon is still up. No team has looked for it, and it is still vision control in favor of Promised Land, so interesting to see what they look at. We do see the Ahi is now finished for Caitlyn, so that's a nice little spike. They will be clearing out wards now. Scuttle is really the only thing they can't clear out, everyone's here, and teleport has neither side for neither top laner. So we'll just have to see how this goes. Trying to blow up Janna again. This time it will be successful. Ultimate goes down. It only catches Sejuani, though. They need to be careful here. Now Caitlyn's coming around. There's the winner's bite. Does hit. But the two-person Sejuani ult will keep her safe. But this might be Dragon here for White to the 9 if they go for it. They're pinging caution. So, yeah, this Lissandra has been very effective already. 7-1 at this point in the game. Oh, Ezreal getting jump on. LeBlanc taking solo, trying that. Really can't take one more hit from anything. Braum using the stand behind me and the Unbreakable trying to protect. There's the exhaust going down. Are they? They weren't even on Dragon. Still, Dragon number 2 still is up. All the True Shot Barrage taking down Braum. Amumu with such low health. And Lissandra now forced to kind of protect this mid lane. But vision control again of Dragon going over to Promised Land. And they might just be able to start this one. They know the Amumu and the LeBlanc were back in base. So let's see what they do here. They are starting it out. The Caitlyn trap is the only vision White to the 9 has in the pit. And this is so hard to steal because of the Rin Smite combination. Once it hits about 1200 health here, it will fall. It does indeed. But here comes Lissandra. Down goes Sejuani. Lissandra is alone in the pit. There's the ace in the hole taken by Janna. Is the bandage toss going to get them in range? I don't think Amumu is fast enough, and they should get away from this safely. Nasus does finally pick up that turret in the top lane, and it looks like they're grouping mid now. They might try and push this turret down. There's the bandage toss going to hit. Amumu is in trouble, though, as he is forced to flash out of that. He was in way too deep, and there's Braum with the stand behind me, though. They might still go for this. I think LeBlanc failed the... Can they get the turret? Turret goes down, so Amumu doesn't have TP, but he is on the tier 2 turret. There goes the Curse of the Sad Mummy, but he gets taken down for it, and he only stunned Janna. They need to be careful, because Nasus, all this time, is getting damage onto this tier 2 turret. Look at that Siphoning Strike just chunking down. Lissandra's here and is forcing Nasus away, but that is half health on that the top inner turret. This is unfortunate for White to the 9 because I really don't know who their split push threat is. Oh, look at that. LeBlanc having might get out of this still. Braum is taken very low. Ultimate actually used just to keep him away. Here comes Lissandra. There's the go-in. Ultimate on the Ez, but good use of the cleanse, and now Lissandra's in trouble. Here comes Amumu. Doesn't hit the bandage toss. And that should be them getting out of that. Beautiful cleanse by Ezreal to get out of the Lissandra ult and keep himself alive. He does have the Sheen now as well. His Manamune is over 2/3 of the way stacked up. Okay, well, True Shot Barrage isn't going to take anyone down. It only really hit Amumu, I think. Actually, it might have hit someone coming out of base, but we'll just have to see. Someone explain this to me. I see a catalyst on Braum. Someone explain this to me because I apparently don't understand things. Oh, Janna not quite getting hit by the winner's bite and should stay alive. And will stay alive from that, excuse me. But Lissandra with a Zhonya's at 23 minutes. LeBlanc finally going to get a blue buff. But has to do it all by yourself. No help from the team to get it. And we'll have to see here what they set up for. They look to maybe push this bottom wave. Nasus is doing what I've said, expected him to do all during Champ Select, is just sit in that top lane, farm, stack up his Siphoning Strike, and just split push the entire game. So, wow, that looks really funny with the overlay. I just kind of saw that. Scuttle Crab will go over again to Promised Land. They have had good scuttle control in this towards Dragon here, and Nasus is making a venture down here. Janna could be in trouble, doesn't quite get stunned. There's the True Shot Barrage. Now Sejuani could be in trouble as the stun comes out, forced to flash over Dragon Pit. Two members rather low here. Nasus is going to get collapsed on a little bit. Let's see what happens. There's his ultimate. He is one big dog right now, but this is 5 members of White to the 9 going here. Ezreal going after the Caitlyn. Isn't quite enough, but Ezreal not having cleanse this time. Lissandra picking up the kill. Curse of the Sad Mummy will stun Callista, and Callista is still alive. No way. There's the ace in the hole. It is enough. Double kill for the Caitlyn. Nasus fell as well after being able to pick up a kill on the Braum. Sejuani in trouble now. Kill for the Lissandra. 10-1-2 at this point in the game. Righteous Glory. Ah, okay. Thank you. I don't build Righteous Glory, so that explains that. Yeah. Okay. I figured it was for the mana. I just didn't know what item it built into. But a 4-for-1 overall in that fight, I think. I don't know. I played Janna might have fallen early in the fight. Yeah, if anything, I think he did. I don't remember fully, but I'll watch it when stream comes back around. But we will see that inner mid turret going down, and honestly, that's the more important turret, so they can try and get some vision control in both sides of the jungle now. Dragon is up in a minute. I think White to the 9 really want to try and take this here. They are going to push this tier 1 in top, but they could be in trouble as Promised Land is answering this and sending Callista to push down mid. So we'll have to see. Does a Mumu fall? He does not. Okay, so he just backed with very low health. White to the 9 saw that. They're trying to maybe collapse on Sejuani. Oh, never mind. It's just Braum. And if he steals Scuttle with a well-timed winner's bite here, that would be quite impressive. But I don't think he got it. I think, yep, there we go. Scuttle to Promised Land. Dragon is up. There are pings on the tier 2 turret in bot lane. I have to see if they actually follow through on that. Using the Unbreakable to try and clear the ward, but it just disappears out of sight. And meanwhile, we'll have to see. Nasus is getting pretty tanky. He has a Spirit Visage. He has another Spectral Scowl. He has that 411 bonus damage on his Siphoning Strike, but just really hasn't gotten alone time lately because White to the 9 continuously group. Caitlyn is actually the split pusher now. Kirby Dude using that time to push down this turret. He has gotten the minion wave really close to it, and the chain's not quite hitting for LeBlanc. Trying to go in again, taking Callista down pretty low, but not quite low enough, and that poor ward is still alive. We'll have to see. Dragon is up, and White to the 9 are definitely in position for this. Oh, LeBlanc, that was not the person you wanted to go for. Sejuani's going to land a 2-man ultimate, but that's it. In comes Amumu. He hits, I think, a 1 or 2 person ultimate. There's Braum's ultimate as well. This is the fight possibly if they won, and look at Lissandra right in the middle of the team. LeBlanc's going to pick up a kill there too. Nasus is pretty tanky, but he will end up falling. Ace for 1. I play Janna being the martyr, and triple kill for the Caitlyn. Now 6-0-7. 6-0-7 on the Caitlyn. 11-1-6 on the Lissandra. Dragon number 2 for White to the 9. I imagine they're going to push up that bottom lane and get that turret. I don't think it's low enough just to tank it. No, it's about at half health, so they will need to push a wave into it at least, and that wave might actually die out before it can get there. Lissandra's using this time to attack the inhibitor turret. Got a little bit of damage onto it. Nothing really to write home about. But meanwhile, they push this wave to the turret. They are going to back away, though, take the blue buff. They are on a ward, though. They know this is happening. Promised Land does. And blue buff going over to Lissandra. Mr. Tiven saying thank you very much. Caitlyn needs to be careful here. Should get out just fine. And Nasus back to the top lane for a pretty big wave he's looking at. So, but all of a sudden, or I guess all of a sudden, it is now an 8,000 gold lead at 28 minutes here for White to the 9. Really trying to take advantage of this game. Amumu with the Sunfire to go with his the Magus enchant and chain vest as well as a cloth armor. So obviously it looks like Lissandra might be going Void Staff next, I'd imagine, because there's Spirit Visages on both Nasus and the Sejuani, so trying to get the magic resist as well as the Aegis here for Janna. Braum might be in a little trouble here. He's fine. Tries to get a winner's bite as he retreats, but isn't quite able to get it. Meanwhile, Scuttle will actually go over to white to the 9. Unless Sejuani gets in here. Nope. Not quite in time. But we will see. We do see the Maramana being finished up for Ezreal. So, but Cleanse is still down. So if they can catch him, they can kill him. That Cleanse is really Ezreal's best tool at safety right now without having something like a Zonya's or a QSS or anything like that. So Nasus is trying to get out of there. Amumu's coming in on him. I don't know if they want this. They do get the lock up. We saw the True Shot Barrage miss, and this is a 4-man group. He's trying to teleport away, but gets taken down. Lissandra is legendary now. But at 12, 1, and 6, yeah, that's pretty legendary. Oh, Janna was in a bad spot, using the ultimate the same time Amumu did, blowing him out of his own ultimate. Meanwhile, Ezreal caught up. They are under turret, but turret goes down. Braum should fall here. He does indeed. Sejuani picking up the kill, but another triple kill for the Caitlyn. 9, 0, and 8 on Kirby Dude now. And if it wasn't for this 12, 1, and 8 Lissandra, I would almost say that Kirby Dude has been the MVP of this game. Meanwhile, Callista was trying to get some damage on the bot side, was able to take down the tier 1 turret, but they have lost a tier 1, tier 2, and they are getting the inhibitor turret sieged up right now. Doesn't quite go down. Caitlyn's trying. Caitlyn gets it and tries to get away here. Will she be able to? LeBlanc just blowing up the Callista, and now double kill from LeBlanc. Janna is in trouble. Ace in the hole is up. Will she use it? Yes, and Sejuani not quite able to get there in time. Legendary for the Caitlyn. 10, 0, and 10. Multiple members, including LeBlanc, yet to die for white to the 9. And Caster's Curse, I had to, guys. Sorry about that. I love you all, but we do see the death cap finished for both Lissandra and LeBlanc here. They are going to be doing so much damage. LeBlanc looking to go into a Zonya's for the next item with that Seeker's Arm Guard. Caitlyn, let's see, probably has enough money for, doesn't quite have enough to finish the Bloodthirster. Goes for the BF Sword. Looked at 3,000 gold ahead of their lane. And 4,000 on the side of Lissandra. White to the 9 just really has control of this game right now. Thornmail on the side of Amumu. He is getting to be a bit tanky here. But 27 to 10 in the kills for white to the 9. They've just done such a good job in these team fights, winning multiple team fights, 4 for 1, 3 for 1, ace for 1. So, and they now look to siege the last remaining inner turret. Sejuani might not want that. There is the rest of the team here, but I still don't think Sejuani wants this. Actually, Lissandra forced to ult herself. This is trouble here. The rest of the team is coming. The shutdown gold going over to Ezreal. There's the Braum ult hitting too at the same time as the Amumu ult. Janna should die here. Kill over to I Play Janna. Ace in the hole coming out. Maybe. Oh, I thought I heard the animation. Ezreal does fall. Kill over to the Caitlyn. Nasus is here, but he's here too late. Callista might be in a little trouble. Trying to bounce around. Look at how many spears were in Braum. And he just gives no care about that. This should be the turret falling, as giving Caitlyn free time to auto it. Caitlyn definitely, I think, trying to earn the MVP for this game at 11, 0, and 10. Meanwhile, Callista exhausted, taking so much damage from LeBlanc. This is a 3 for 2 and 3v2 in favor of white to the 9, or it was. They now look. I'm surprised they're not sending anyone for that inhibitor turret, or the inhibitor, but it doesn't look like they really feel like they need to here. Oh, Caitlyn's in trouble, getting blown up there. LeBlanc's in trouble as well, forced to flash, but flash into the ring, double kill for the Callista. That was a bit flashy. Oh, I'll be here all semester, guys. But there's not really anything for Promised Land to take with those 2 kills. Actually, as I say that, they're moving towards Baron. They're warding it up. I don't think white to the 9 have wards here. They do have 2 in the back of the pit, and the sweeper doesn't get them. The pink ward should see them. But Amumu's coming around from the side. Can they try and stop this? This is 5 members strong here. Amumu is taking damage. He needs to be careful. They're peeling off to go after him. Ezreal's going in on this, but I don't think he wants to here. There's the Amumu ultimate. Ezreal should fall. Lissandra's coming in from the backside. There's Ezreal falling. There's Lissandra ulting herself, trying to get in on this. There's the Sejuani ultimate, but Zhonya's coming out. This is a very chaotic fight. Lissandra does end up falling. Killing spree for the Kalista, and Sejuani picking up the kill, but this is given time for LeBlanc and Caitlyn to get here, and that's going to be a dead Janna. LeBlanc getting the kill. Caitlyn and LeBlanc can clear out the wards. I don't think they're going to be able to chase down the remaining members of Promised Land that are alive. But still, defended Baron for now. They lost 3 members doing it, but they were able to successfully defend. And they look for Dragon. They can two-man this. There's so much damage between these 2 members right now. And with that Bloodthirster on Caitlyn, so much damage. There's the movement boost. That's definitely what this team needed. What we see here, they're trying to set a bit of a trap, literally as Caitlyn lays a trap. But there's an open inhibitor that they haven't really looked at since they took out the inhibitor turret. They have some pretty decent siege. There is really good wave clear on the side of... Oh, Ezreal. Ezreal and Janna were there, but Sejuani coming around just dissuaded them enough. The rest of White to the 9 are coming around here. This could be a little bit of trouble. 650 crit there from Caitlyn. Braum's going in. He uses the Unbreakable. The Tornado is able to knock up both Caitlyn and LeBlanc. But we'll have to see. They're starting to siege up this mid turret. They have the minion wave. Can Caitlyn just get in here and auto this turret? Is doing quite a bit. There's the True Shot Barrage as well as the knockup. Takes out the minion wave. And they're taking everyone to about half health. A 4-man Sejuani ult. And that was what Promised Land needed. Sejuani is taken down, however. Lissandra trying to get in there. Taken down by Ezreal, but Kalista falls to Caitlyn. Caitlyn is at pretty high health here. Janna falls as well. Ezreal's coming in on this. Let's see what they try and do. Do they go after the Ezreal? LeBlanc does triple kill for the Caitlyn. Do they fight this? This Nasus is pretty big, but he's going to get stunned up here. They're continuing to attack him. They might be able to take him down. Amumu's going to fall for trying that quadra kill for the Caitlyn. They do lose a tier 2 turret for that. They're pushing towards the inhibitor though. Or they're pinging the inhibitor. They're pinging multiple things here. They need to kind of make up their mind. I think the inhibitor would be a good spot to go at here. They have 2 seconds on Sejuani and 7 seconds on Kalista. They need to make a decision here. They're going to get at least 1 inhibitor for this. Do they try and get too aggressive here? They're pinging the second one, but they just need to get out of dodge. And they will indeed. 15, 1, and 11 on this Caitlyn now. Really playing quite well. 13, 4, and 13 on the Lissandra as well. But Caitlyn and Lissandra having tied for the best kill participation here with 26 of the 36. So we'll just have to see what they can do with this. There is that inhibitor down in mid lane. Unfortunately, a mid lane inhibitor won't start taking Nexus turrets by itself. It'll need a little bit of help. But getting vision down in the Promised Land jungle, this is going to start being a little scary, I would imagine, for Promised Land to start moving around in. Sejuani actually going to get stunned up here, taking a lot of damage and will fall. LeBlanc picking up the kill. And that's the jungler down. They're pinging the inhibitor now. It is a 5 versus 4. Let's see. They know they don't need people. Oh, this is trouble for Kalista. Using the Quicksilver Sash, but still getting taken down. Ezreal actually able to avoid the Amumu ult, but getting blown up still. This might just be game, guys. You have super minions pushing in. Nasus is so tanky, but he will fall. Double kill for the LeBlanc. Inhibitor's going to fall. Super minions are at the Nexus turrets, and they are so tanky. Nexus turret 1 and 2 will fall. There's 14 seconds on. And there's actually the surrender coming out in just over 39 minutes. Game 1 over to White to the 9. Pretty dominating performance once they got going. They tried to throw in a couple of places, but still, greater overall game. They push them to 3-0, and they take Game 1. So we will be back shortly with Game 2. Just before we leave, let me make this switch. Official winners of Game 1. Be back shortly, guys.